In Tunisia, Muslims and Christians came together today, remembering the victims of this week's terror attack at a major museum. Most of those who died were foreign visitors, prompting fears the country's tourism could now face a crisis. Neil Kuksal is in the capital, Tunis, with more. Neil.
David, Tunis is a capital city with the feel of a resort town. Its coastline and history draw millions of tourists here every year. There are worries now, though, that those tourists could turn their backs on Tunisia. The serenity here might make you forget you're in the suburb of a capital city, let alone a city that just 3 days ago was choked by terror. This is the Tunisia so many are drawn to.
It's a beautiful country and the people are very, very friendly.
That reputation was one of the targets on Wednesday. The Bardo Museum clearly chosen by the attackers because it is an important symbol of Tunisia's history and its crucial tourism industry. Many of the 6 million tourists who visit Tunisia every year walk through the capital's old city, the Medina. Visitors from around the world come to Mahmoud Ahmed's shop. He's been in this business for 34 years. Our tourism is 100% important to me, he says. It was business as usual today, but there is deep worry the Bardo attack will stop an industry just starting to thrive again after the Arab Spring. For sure, I'm afraid for my business, Ahmed says. He and others are worried the attack and the now stepped-up security will be disastrous. Driving through Tunis, we quickly spotted an example of that heightened police presence. Heavily armed officers stopped train service as they looked for a man suspected of being armed with explosives.
All this barbed wire, all this security, it was never like this.
Frances Collier lived in Tunisia for 20 years before moving back to her native England.
Because if the tourists aren't coming here, then the money's not coming in.
One cruise line with regular trips to Tunisia has already cancelled its stops here. But tourists are still coming for the moment.
It happens everywhere. You know, people didn't tell me not to go to Paris. There was a shooting in Paris. You know, people don't tell you not to go to Copenhagen. So it's like, it's a terrible, tragic event, but it's not the people and it's not the countries.
People around the world are trying to spread that message. Je suis Bardo, a nod to the Charlie Hebdo hashtag, has gone viral, with travelers promising to visit Tunisia this summer, David.